Welcome to day 7 of Believe Yourself Rich. I'd just like to start off with a very short meditation. So close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. And just breathe out any tension. Breathe out any worries or concerns. Just breathe out the busyness of the day or any distractions. Just let them all go. And as you breathe, just think to yourself, whatever I focus on, I create. Whatever I focus on, I create. Whatever I focus on, I create. And now take a nice deep breath. And then when you're ready, just open your eyes. So yesterday we spoke about your current vibrational frequency and how it's determined by your feelings, and how what you're feeling is determined by what you're thinking, and what you're thinking is determined by what you believe. Your current thoughts create your future. What you think about the most, or what you put your attention on or focus on the most, is what will appear in your life. So for example, have you ever bought a new car or another car? Isn't it funny how the day that you pick up that new car, there are tons of cars like that on the road, whereas yesterday there were none? Because we're putting our attention on that particular make and model of car. So what you put attention on grows stronger in your life. If you want more abundance, then guess what you have to do? You have to put your attention on abundance. If you want more love in your life, then guess what you have to do? You have to put more attention on love. If you would like to be healthier, guess what you have to do? Put more attention on health and wellness. If you focus on not having it, then that's what you're creating. You are creating the not having it. Don't worry about how you're going to create it. Don't worry about how you're attracting it. Just become super, super clear on what it looks like for you to have it. And you've done that already, because on day 4, the wealth sheet was for you to write your new life, your new story. Now, don't worry about how the universe is going to create your new story. When you try to work out how it's going to happen, then what actually happens is that you are emitting a frequency of lack. It's a frequency of lack in the fact that you are saying that you have a lack of faith. You don't believe that the universe can do it, and that you have to do it all by yourself. And actually, all you have to do is take the first step. Just don't worry about how it's going to happen. Just take the first step. And then the universe will give you the next step, and the next step, and so on. Most people actually put their attention on all the reasons why they can't do it, right? All the reasons why it won't come true. Maybe they won't get what they're asking for. Maybe they're afraid that they'll fail. Maybe they just don't know how it's going to happen. And because they don't know how it's going to happen, they give up. But what can you do? If your dream is to go to Thailand, what's one thing that you can do to get you closer to achieving your dream? Put your attention on that. Put your attention on going to Thailand. And maybe all you have to do is go down to the travel agents and get a brochure. And as soon as you have that brochure, you start looking through it and things will come up. All of a sudden you'll notice, oh, that place looks nice. You'll start noticing cheap tickets. You'll start noticing cheap accommodation. People will talk to you about what they did. You go, wow, that's great. One step at a time, and you will get there. And before long, you'll be on that plane and you'll be going to Thailand. Right? You have to tell the story how you want it to be. You have to tell it a new way. And there's times, when you're going to be faced with situations that you don't want to deal with, but you have to. You have to do them. But just don't dwell on it. Don't give it any attention. If you notice that you're having thoughts, for example, that you think, oh, that's not creating my future, then just don't let them dwell. Don't just let them go through you, and don't give them any credence. because after a while they'll actually disappear and they won't be there anymore. So you really have to become conscious and develop the habit of just choosing thoughts and actions that support your new story. And to do that, you have to become a deliberate or a conscious creator. So remember, everything you put your attention on grows stronger in your life. So how can you do that? You can set up little cues. So you can set up post-it notes, you can put pictures around you, you can set up all sorts of things that you can do. You can put screen reminders, you can put passwords, whatever it is, you can do that to set it up. And because you're putting your attention on grow stronger in your life, just remember that you have done that, you have written your vision statement, you've written your new story. So for your wealth work today, what I'd like you to do is to reread your wealth work, your sheet, and feel what it's like to have it. Imagine what it's like to have it. I'd also like you to set up a prosperity journal, because every time that you receive any abundance at all, whether it be a free coffee or a lunch, or somebody gives you something, or you find some money, or something you're buying is on special, write it down in your journal. And every time you write it down, you'll notice all the other pieces of abundance that you've received. And you'll start to notice how abundant you really are. And what that does is it actually changes the thoughts to like, oh my gosh, I am abundant. Look at this. Look at all the abundance I'm receiving. And the last thing I'd like you to do is to go to the bank and pull out $50, $100, $20, whatever it is for you, and place it inside your purse, wallet, phone case. It is not for you to spend. It's just for you to have in there, so that every time you look inside your purse or your wallet, you notice that there's money there and you go, wow, there's always money. I always have money. I can always buy anything I want. So it's just it helps to shift the thought processes of what you're doing. So let's close off with a very short meditation again. So close your eyes and just take a nice deep breath. And just imagine that you are sitting on a bed, just breathing, just enjoying the moment. And as you sit there, you feel something brush against your head. And you open your eyes and you look, and it's a $50 note or something equivalent in your currency. And you're like, wow. And then as you sit there, you notice more $50 notes are just falling out of the sky, and they're just landing on top of you. And all of a sudden you look down and there's just a sea, an abundance of money all around you. And so you gather it up and you pick up this money in your hands, hold handfuls of $50 notes, and you toss them up into the air. And you just are enjoying the sensation of having that money land on your face, on your skin, on your head, on your shoulders. And you're just tossing this money up and you are feeling so abundant with money just everywhere. Just imagine it being all around you. See it in your mind's eye. Money is just everywhere. And know that you are abundant. Know that you can create your dreams. And then when you're ready, just take a nice deep breath and open your eyes. So remember to enjoy the journey. Have fun. Have the most amazing and abundant day. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.